because beauty should always be admired. In all my coming series, we'll have a glimpse of incredible India. The Taj Mahal, monument of passion, is built in 17th century by King Shah Jahan, ruler of mighty empire. This architectural masterpiece is located in the Indian city of Agra. So let's get back to study. We'll see 01 knapsack problem today using dynamic approach. So here's a thief who wants to rob a store and can carry a maximal weight of W into their knapsack. Like here it is 15 kg in the figure. There are n items and ith item weigh WI and is worth VI dollars. What item should thief take in order to maximize his profit? Like here items are of 12 kg, 1 kg, 4 kg, again 1 kg and 2 kg and their worth are also written on it. So which item should he pick such that the weight does not exceed capital W, means 15 kg, and he should have maximum profit? So there are two variations of it. One is fractional knapsack and the other one is 01 knapsack. If items are divisible, then this is fractional knapsack. Like if you have 5 kg of sugar, then you can take 3 kg sugar out of it. So this can be solved by greedy algorithm. But if you have 01 knapsack, means item is not divisible, either you take a particular item completely or not. Like if you have diamond, you can't break it. So in this case, we'll use dynamic programming. Let's understand the problem. Suppose the maximum weight that you can carry is of 9 kg and items, their weights and their worth are given to you. Now you have to think in how many ways, in what ways you can do your work so that you can maximize your profit if you are a thief. So let's say I pick the first item, $10, 2 kgs. Now you can pick items up to 7 kg weight. So you take 3 kg, which is the second item, worth is $40. Now 7 minus 3, 4 kg, you can take 4 kg more. So you take the third item, $50. Total worth is $100. Now you can't put more weight in your bag because it's already 9 kgs. So here your answer is $100. Is there any other optimal answer? You can take $50 and $50. $50. Their weights are 4 kg and 4 kg. 8 kg. You can't put more weight in your bag because there's no item worth 1 kg. Total, you can put 9 kg and it has already 8 kg. So 1 kg you can put, but you have no item of 1 kg. Okay, so any other way? Yeah, there's one more way. You can take $40, $40 and $40 items and their weights are 3 kg, 3 kg and 3 kg. So they filled your bag completely and they are worth $120. So this is the maximum one. I think this is the maximum one. So in this way, you have to think what could be the optimal answer in which you are maximizing your profit. Let's try to be a little greedy. We have the same problem as we discussed before, and what greedy approach says, whatever the local maximum or local optimum you are getting at a particular point, pick it because local optimums make your global optimum. But you cannot apply this approach anywhere you like. It depends on a problem that whether you can apply greedy approach on it or not. Suppose I say that we are going to apply greedy approach on it. So you have to check, I can do this or not. Let's say we can do this. We can apply greedy approach on it. So what is the maximum value or maximum benefit I can have at that point, at a particular point? Here you have $50. This is the maximum value among all the benefits, this is the maximum and its weight is 4 kg. So obviously if you are using greedy approach, you will pick it. Now 9 kgs minus 4 kg. Now you can have 5 kgs more. So what's the next optimum value? What's the next maximum value? This one. So if I pick this, $50 and again $50, it's again of 4 kgs. Total worth becomes $100 and total weight becomes 8 kgs. So if you take this approach, you are getting $100 as your optimum value. But is it really optimal? No, we have just seen that $120, when you pick 40, 40 and 40, then you are getting the optimal answer. This greedy approach fails here. Okay, so let's see the brute force approach for it. What we'll do is try all possible solution. Whichever gives maximum value, it's your answer. Like here you have 6 items. So you'll have to check all the possible subsets of it. And you know that if you have 6 items, then 2 to the power 6, it means 64. 64 subsets are there. You have to check all of them. Like one of them would be 10, then 10, 40, 40, 40. Whichever gives you maximum, that would be your answer. But its time complexity is really very high. It's order of 2 power n. Now the time comes to think something out of the box. Now how about using dynamic programming? If you want to solve a problem using dynamic programming, then it must have 2 properties. Your problem must have 2 properties, that it should have optimal substructure, and the second is it should have overlapping subproblems property. So we'll check both these properties, that whether they are present in our problem or not. The first is optimal substructure property. So let's say you have W is equals to 10 and you pick second item, $40 and 4 kgs. So now the whole problem reduces to W is equals to 10 minus 4 is equals to 6 kgs. Now you have to think only about this. Because if you give the optimal value for W is equals to 6, then eventually it will lead you to the optimal solution for W is equals to 10 also. Suppose W is equals to 6 kg has maximum benefit of X dollars. So W is equals to 10 will have benefit of X plus 40. But if you are not giving the optimal answer for W is equals to 6, say you are giving X dash dollars, which is of course less than X dollar because it is not optimal. Then here you'll get your answer as X dash plus 40, which is less than X plus 40. Thus, if you are not giving the optimal solution for the subproblems, then you are eventually not getting the optimal solution for your whole problem. Thus, it has optimal substructure property. Next is overlapping subproblems property. So if you take 3 kgs, again you have W is equals to 10, same problem. You take 3 kgs weight worth of $50. So now 7 kgs left, and next you take 2 kgs worth of $30. So now the problem reduced to W is equals to 5. Or in case again you have W is equals to 10 and you would have picked 5 kg item. It's of $10. So now again the problem has reduced for W is equals to 5. So you are getting the same subproblems again and again. Thus it has overlapping subproblems property. Since the problem now has boiled down to DP, we'll use bottom-up approach here and think for its tabulation. So the trick for tabulation is very simple. Think about the base cases and then try to formulate for the problem using their sub-problems, as we did in the coin changing problem also. So now whenever we discuss DP problem, instead of jumping to the solution, first think what are its base cases and then try to form its matrix and formulate for the problem. So now let's look at its solution. Now let's see how we have filled this matrix. Each column corresponds to each sub-problem. Since W is equals to 10, and for that we need to have all sub-problems solved. Thus from W is equals to 0 till W is equals to 10, because W is equals to 0 is the smallest sub-problem. This is the case when your bag has just no space to have anything. So from W is equals to 0 to W is equals to 10. And then each row is representing items. The first row is saying that there is no item. Second row says that there is only one item, first item of 5 kgs. Third row is saying there are two items, 5 kg and 4 kg. Similarly for fourth and fifth. So in this way you have filled this matrix. Initially you have decided what are its rows and columns representing. Then you have to think about its base cases. See, when W is equals to 0, the first column, you can see here the first column, it is the case when W is equals to 0 when your bag has no space. So of course, whether you have items of 10, 40, 30, $50, but you can't put them because there is no space. Thus, I'll put 0. In each cell, I'm putting benefit. So there is no benefit. 0, 0. Here also 0, 0 and 0. Then see the first row. It is the case when you have no item. You have a very big bag, but you have no item to pick. So here also 0, no benefit, till 10, 0. Now you have created base matrix. Now you have to think to formulate it and fill it further. Let's move forward. Second row, when you have W is equals to 1 kg and you have an item of 5 kgs, so you can't fill it because 5 kg is greater than 1 kg. Thus here no benefit, 0. Here also 0, 0, 0. But now when you have to fill a bag which has a capacity of having 5 kg weight and you have a 5 kg item, you will fill it by it and its benefit is 10, so I'll store 10 here. Again you have a bag which can contain 6 kgs and you have 5 kgs item, so you will fill it by 5 kgs and it has benefit 10, again 10, 10, 10 and finally here also 10. Now come to the third row. When W is equals to 1, now you have two items, 5 kg and 4 kg. So, but none of them can be used to fill it because 1 is less than both. Here also 0, 0. When W is equals to 4 kg, you will fill it by 4 kg item and its benefit is 40. Next, you have W is equals to 5. Now this is the case because now you can fill it either by 5 kg item or by a 4 kg item. If you fill it by 5 kg item, then its benefit is 10, it's stored here. And if you use this 4 kg weight, so benefit for 4 kgs is 40. And now 1 kg space is left. I can put a weight of 1 kg in my knapsack. So I'll go in the previous row, which is the second row, and I'll go when W is equals to 1 here, and since here W is equal, here benefit is 0, so 40 plus 0. Thus here the total benefit is coming 40 when I am using 4 kg. So out of 40 and 10, whichever is maximum, I'll put it here. Since 40 is maximum, I'll put 40 here. So in this way I am filling it. Now I'll go here. Here again check that you have to fill W is equals to 6 knapsack and you have a 4 kg and 5 kg item. So again think like that, either you pick this 4 kg item or you won't pick it. If you pick this 4 kg item, then you have to fill 6 kg, so 6 kg minus 4 kg, 2 kg left. I'll go in the previous row at w is equals to 2, here 0, so 40 plus 0 again 40, and if you don't pick this 4 kgs, then the answer is stored here. So out of 40 and 10, again 40 is maximum, so you'll store it here. Similarly here and here. When w is equals to 9, now if you choose 4 kg to put in your knapsack, then benefit for 4 kgs is 40, and now 9 kgs minus 4 kgs, so 5 kg space is still left, and you have a 5 kg item. How you'll see that? You'll go in the previous row and you'll go till 5, w is equals to 5, because you have 5 kg space in your knapsack, and here the benefit you have is 10, so 40 plus 10. And if you don't choose this 4 kgs weight, then also your answer is here. So out of 50 and 10, whichever is bigger, we'll store it here. So 50. Here also 50. So in this way, we'll fill this complete table. Now here you'll store 40, 40, 40. Now here what will you think, that either I pick 6 kg weight or I won't pick it. Here also 40, 40, 50, 70. Let's see the 70 case. Now you have first, second and third item of 5 kgs, 4 kgs and 6 kgs. So either you will pick this 6 kg item or you won't pick it, and you have to make w is equals to 10. So if you pick the 6 kg item, then benefit for 6 kg is 30. Benefit for 6 kgs is 30, and now you have 4 kgs is still left. So you'll go in the previous row, in the third row, and you'll see when w is equals to 4. So here it's 40. So 30 plus 40. Or if you don't choose this 6 kgs, then the answer is stored in the previous row. It is 50. So I'll store either 50 or 70, whichever is maximum. Since 70 is maximum, I'll store 70 here. So it's 70. So in this manner, I can fill my complete table. Since we are going through n rows and w columns, thus its time complexity is big O of n into w. That was the knapsack problem. And this Darbar Sahib, and informally referred to as the Golden Temple, is the holiest Sikh Gurudwara located in the city of Amritsar, Punjab, India. Thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe our channel for more such videos, and please comment below if you have any query or if you have any suggestions to make it better. Thank you so much.